Hey everybody, Genogoth here, in the first of a series of videos I plan on doing that are aimed at newer players and to explain some of the things that they'll want to look at and do with a lower level character as they just get into the game, and some of the things that we as experienced players know about but they may not understand coming right out of the gate. And one of the first things that I want to explain is a pretty easy leveling process that happens in Queensdale. If you create a human character, you will probably see this just right off the bat because this is the human starting area. If you create one of the other races, then this isn't going to be apparent until you travel to the Queensdale area in Crida. The first thing to explain is in Queensdale, this area right here, you have these champions that spawn in a constant rotation. And you will see this in map chat. You will hear about boar, troll, oak, and wasp being up. And when they say that, what they are talking about are 4 champions that are events. They give you event experience, they give you event karma, they give you event gold. And this experience is no laughing matter. Plus, just defeating the champion itself gives you quite a bit of experience. So people use this to actually level up their characters from 1 to whenever they get tired of doing it. And you will see people at all times of day just cycling through these champions. They also give some pretty decent loot as well. If you hear that the wasp or the boar is up, the boar actually spawns right here. And using Ojon's lumber mill waypoint is the best way to get to it, and then just travel this way, and it's right here. If you hear that the wasp queen is up, actually the Queen's Forest is the location for the wasp queen. So those 2 spawns are right there. To spawn the boar, if you want to start it, just go to the hunting lodge, and there's an NPC in there with a little orange circle above its head. You can use it to spawn. The other 2, the oak comes up in Great Heart Weld here in this area, and using Finney Waypoint is the easiest way to get there. And last but not least is the troll, and that is Vale Waypoint over here to the west, and it spawns inside this cave right here, and you'll want to travel this way. Also, you can spawn the troll by going inside the cave and finding a troll runestone at the back of the cave. All you gotta do is press F, grab it, pick it up, and the troll spawns and comes after you. So put the troll stone down if you don't want to be attacked solely. The only 2 that you can't spawn that are on timers are the oak and the wasp queen. The other 2 you can spawn yourself. There is a champion spider you will see people talk about that is located here. This is not an event, does not give event experience. People like to kill it just because it is a champion. But other than that, I've actually taken 2 of my characters and leveled them from 1 to 30 just off of bouncing around from these champions. It works quite well. It's kind of like we used to hear about in World of Warcraft where people would do boars from 1 to 70. It was not the most ideal way to level, and indeed Guild Wars 2, it's not the most ideal way to level on this. Exploration and stories will actually give you more experience. But when you're in between those things, if you can't get to an area to explore or your story is higher than your current level, actually mine is not right now, I've just leveled up recently, but there are periods where you won't be able to do your story for 3 or 4 levels, and that's a good time to come back here and just farm these champions. You also have times whenever your monthly will consist of things like Champion Slayer, and this is a good place to do that. And also, where's it at? Monthly group event completer, because each one of those champions, whether you're in a group or not, and that's a thing that's really important to point out, you don't have to actually be in a group to do group event completer. All you have to do is do some kind of event that has group event in the title. You can be solo, and these champions are really good things to do solo and get credit for doing a group event. But that's it for the Queensdale run, as I like to call it, and hopefully that helps you out and gives you a thing to do to get you some pretty quick levels and get you up to at least level 20-ish. That's usually about the point where I stop. So there will be more videos coming up to explain some more of the basics and explain some more of the other things such as guilds and the trading post. So look forward to those coming in the near future.